It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you hungry. Talk that talk.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March the 18th. The year is 2026, and here's Grayson being the baddest, smelliest dog. He getting a bath today. That girl was supposed to come groom him. She ain't returned my text message. What do I do with that phone? I need to text her yesterday. But she's supposed to came over and gave him a bath. She texted me. I ain't heard from her back since. I wanted to make sure everything's okay. All right. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Today, I went to go see my doctor yesterday, so that was a good thing. And I finally saw the doctor who did the surgery. Instead of seeing all these teams of other people, the doctor who actually did the surgery was there. He looked at my leg, the x-rays, and everything's fine. Still having some issues with how they did the surgery. I was kind of, I don't know if you all probably, because unless you saw me in person, I was kind of leaned over a little bit. Just a little bit. And some of my friends consider, they say, why are you kind of leaning? What's going on? It was my hip because the cartilage had dropped, disappeared. So when he had to straighten me back up, which tugs on the leg of my arm, that tugs on the leg of the muscle, where they put the new device in there and straighten me back up, it pulls on pulls on my hamstring because it's now standing back up the correct way versus. So that tugging is going on. He said it's probably going to go on for a few weeks to a few months, and then it'll slowly heal, So I'm still doing physical therapy. I'm doing my best to go to physical therapy and all that good stuff. Grayson has been running around this house all morning long. All morning. He has just been running and ripping and running. Where do you get all this energy from? Ginger's over there minding her business as usual, but not this one. He just running all over the place, just doing zoomies, and if you ever seen a dog go take off running, just running all over the place. Why are you doing all this running? Why can't you just go rest and relax like Ginger? Why? Go take a bath, take a nap, go lay down. Anyways, so my leg is feeling better. I'm getting back to normal. Atlanta, boy. Okay, so over the past, oh no you didn't, Grayson. Grayson, come here, because I see you gonna stop barking. Come here, Grayson. Come here. Grayson. What are you doing? Come here, Grayson. Come here. Why are you messing with that damn... There was a bug on the floor. There it is. Hold on. Move. Grayson's so bad. Oh, anyway, Atlanta. I'm not exactly sure, but people are still flocking here to Atlanta looking for jobs. People are still coming here looking for work, looking for employment, trying to find a job, trying to survive. America's a tough place to be right now due to Donald Trump's fucked up ass economy. He making America great again. So I constantly meet people all the time looking for work. They already have one job, they're looking for a second job or a third job. Y'all, there's so many people looking for work here in Atlanta that is unreal. There's so many people who don't have a job, who are unemployed, and they are just determined they're going to remain here in Atlanta. And they're looking for work, they're trying to find a job, and they're trying everything in their power to stay here in Atlanta, which I've never understood this whole Atlanta. It's like people are hypnotized. You're going to stay in Atlanta. It's like, it's something going on here that just doesn't make sense. Because if I couldn't find a job, or if I had a job and I was struggling here, why would I continue to stay here? And the first thing I always hear is because, well, it's a black city, I like being around other black people, and what you gonna do, eat these black people? Because if you ain't got a job, you ain't got an income, what is the purpose of being around other black people if you don't have the right resources financially to survive? If you don't have the right job or income here in Atlanta, what is the purpose of being around a bunch of other black people and you can't pay your rent, you have no place to live, you're not surviving? What's the point of this? I mean, what do you hope to gain from this? How long are you going to sit here and struggle before you realize this ain't working? I need to take my black ass someplace else. Luckily, one of my nephews, he packed up and left and went to Tennessee. He's doing much better up there. After he struggled here all his life here in Atlanta. Everybody I know that has packed their shit and got the fuck up out of Atlanta doing much better. My goodness. I could tell you all people I know who's an anesthesiologist. He was working here and something happened. He's down in Palm Springs, Florida now. Making a massive income, way more than he was making here. After white folks forced his ass out of here. See, there's this false belief that if you have the right education and you have the white background and you can come to Atlanta and you can survive in this black mecca. Well, I know people who were lawyers, doctors, and dentists who had to get the fuck up out of here. They weren't surviving. That's why they had to leave. Why stay someplace where it's not working for you? You went to school, got an education, did all this stuff, and you somehow ended up in Atlanta, which is the interesting part. I never quite understood why all these people always in Atlanta. Okay, why Atlanta? That's when people say they come here. The first thing that pops in my head is why Atlanta, because I want to hear what their response is going to be. I'm coming there for, I want to hear why you coming here. And the first thing I always hear is the clubs, the partying, being around black people. Okay, I always hear this stuff. I don't hear anything like I'm coming here to Atlanta for the education, the museums, the culture, or it's always about drinking and partying and hanging out someplace with a bunch of niggas in some dark club someplace, sitting on couches. It's never because I want to raise my children in Atlanta because it's a great place to raise children. You never hear that because if you did hear, they was fucking lying through their teeth because Atlanta is not a great place to raise children. At all. Schools are horrible here. With that said, I don't know where you can raise children, but I'm sure there's some great places in America to raise kids, but Atlanta ain't it. This 12-year-old girl just got killed here in Atlanta, out in Douglas County. Coming home on about, she just moved to the school. She was getting into an incident with some of the kids at the school, bullying her. They didn't even know her. She just moved there. And she got into a fight and died at the hospital 2 days later. Why? Why would you want to bring your children around these other heathens? I love black people. I'm black. I absolutely love black people from miles away. Hey, I love y'all. As I'm hauling ass on the other side of town. Okay, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Love black people. Love my family. Got friends who are black. But I don't want to be around black people all day, every day. I don't want to be around white people all day, every day. If I had a choice to be around people or these two plants behind me, you see my new little plant right there, thriving and growing. Good environment, sun, water, shade, doing well. You want to be like that plant when you find some place to live. You want to have a place where you will thrive. Now that plant would be dead if this room was freezing cold, no sun, or 100-degree heat, no shade, the right environment so it can grow. We'll keep an eye on that plant as it thrives, like the other one behind me. You want to go someplace where you can thrive. I had a friend who is a doctor, he's an anesthesiologist, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. He went to school for all those years. He took a job here in Atlanta, was making good money, and he hated it. At first, it was great. I'd see him at the gym, we'd dap it up, he'd talk, and I could just see the stress on his face. And I just finally just said, well, what's going on? And he just started telling me the problems he was running into up there dealing with them white folks at that damn job. And he was just like, they didn't want him there. I was like, I asked him, well, why are you staying here then? Why remain someplace where you're looking for other work here, you can't find other work, look someplace else. And sure enough, he found a job in Palm Springs, Florida, around rich people. They begged him to come down there, paying him way more than he was making here in Atlanta, wrestling with these crackers here. Now he's down there and love it. Making a huge salary. And he finally said, you know what, I suffered all those years in Atlanta for what? I said, I don't know. You have to make this blizzard. Now you know that there's a better life someplace else. He was in a relationship with some girl that fell apart. You know, he was just having a rough time here. Black men, smart, intelligent, just having a difficult time in the city. It just wasn't meant for him. It wasn't meant for him. And it's okay to understand Atlanta's not meant for you. Pack it up, haul your ass someplace else. And go someplace where they want you. Go someplace where they want you. Where they need you. Where they love you. Ginger. She up there on her favorite little perch. Go someplace where you are needed and wanted. And they're going to pay you. Why sit here in Atlanta and suffer? Too much suffering going on here in Atlanta. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get me the hell up out of Atlanta. I'm sitting here building this pool, looking out the window saying, ooh, child, I'm telling Biden, I'm going to be advising myself. I could sell this house and get on down the road. She just loves going up that bench. That's where she likes to sleep. You're looking for Ginger, she'll be right there sleeping all day, staring out the window. You're looking for Grayson, he's going to be right here getting on my nerves. Come here. He's going to be right here barking, right here by my side barking. You ain't got to look far for him. He will be right here, right? Just being a pesky donkey. But Ginger, on the other hand, look at her over there calm. Make sure you, when you buying a dog, find out, pay close attention to the breed of the dog, the parents, see how they running around, see how they reacting. Because Grayson's a wild one, which means his parents was probably some wild doggies. Ginger's on the other hand now that front door open now, and Ginger, okay, that's where, when that door open and Ginger run out that doorstep, you be okay. She's a wanderer. She can be ripping around all down the damn streets. You can be chasing her ass for miles. Trust me, I know. Chasing, she be running behind every house, running every nook and cranny. It's just like, where is she going? She just going looking, just running. Atlanta ain't for everybody. And it's okay to understand that. It's okay to accept that. It's okay. You might be living someplace that's not for you now. It could be anywhere. But why sit there and suffer? Especially if you're suffering financially. See, I don't like Atlanta. I ain't suffering over here financially. My bills are paid. My plants are watered with that plastic one in the corner. There, real plant. It's just dead. It's fake. I'm hoping to get rid of the fake plants. And I need one more plant like that. I need one more of those to grow. Then I can have real plants and get rid of the fake ones. Put the fake ones in the basement where ain't no sunlight. You want to be someplace where you can thrive. And going to a city just because of the color, they has a city full of black people that look like me, probably ain't a good idea. There's too many, and I keep doing these videos because I keep meeting so many people, young people, graduated college in their 20s, leave. They done hung around. You don't want to get trapped. You don't want to get someplace and get trapped. You want to be able to move around, until you find the right job and income. However, I've met enough people over the past years of living here. Everybody I met who left here and who moved away from Atlanta is thriving. But they couldn't make it here for some reason. They struggled to live here in Atlanta. Left here and everything fell in place. Finally, they own a home, a nice car, a great income. They could travel, they could do things, stuff that they could never do here in Atlanta because they didn't have the income. They were too busy struggling. And of course, we all know everybody ain't struggling in Atlanta. So if this video ain't for you, ignore it. I'll come back and do some rant. Now I'm feeling better. I can do some rants and raving. I got a lot of shit to rant and rave about around here. A lot of shit. Y'all just need to stop and think about what you want out of life. At some point, going to clubs and partying and cookouts and what do black folks like to do in Atlanta here? There are clubs, parties, cookouts, kickbacks, whatever, what do they call it? It's always something going on in Atlanta. I will give Atlanta that. If you're the type of person who loves to get out and shake your groove thing, you're going to find something to do in Atlanta probably every day of the week. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're too busy shaking your damn groove thing. And then you just go to shake that bank account, ain't shit in there. But that's a part of the problem. The other part of the problem is Atlanta, because there are so many blacks here, the opportunities, especially if you want a 9 to 5, because everybody's not a entrepreneur. I've always been self-employed. Everybody's not an entrepreneur. Everybody's not going to. Some people just want 9 to 5. Clearly, my friend who went to school all those years to become an anesthesiologist, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Highly educated, smart man, took him forever to get that degree. He's working for someone. He works in hospitals. He's a 9 to 5er, but making good money. Some people, there are going to be some people who are going to have to work for somebody, especially doctors and lawyers, and, if you don't want to let a lawyer work his own law firm. I had a friend who came to Atlanta, graduated from Harvard, had a law degree from Harvard, and struggled here. And I couldn't figure out why. I kept saying, why are you struggling here in Atlanta? You got this Harvard degree. What is going on here? But he wanted to shake his groove thing, baby. He was too busy called in Atlanta, in women, and more women's. Women's. You went to law school to chase after women's all day long? Women's? I mean, what is this? I like the women in Atlanta. Okay, you ain't doing nothing but fucking them. You can find that any damn where. It wasn't like he was a relationship person. I didn't ever see him in a relationship. I always saw him with some different women. He had some fine-ass women. He was a very attractive guy, too. But financially, he wasn't doing very well here. Until he finally packed his shit up and left. And now he's doing much better where he is now. And now, like you say, he can focus. He ain't around women all day long. Ain't a lot of black women where he at now, so he can focus. Sometimes that can get you sidetracked. This constant need to, for lack of better words, is sex. A bunch of sex addicts running around here, gay and straight. That can hinder you from thriving. Glad I never had that issue here. Atlanta, a massive gay population, fine motherfuckers here. Thank goodness I was more of a relationship oriented. We had one person, Earl. Unless we broke up every now and then, because there's a lot going on with that. I'm a little bit more comfortable discussing some videos about Earl, but I haven't quite got there yet. They're coming though. Because there was things that have been different between he and I. Well, I'm about to dye this beard. So I'm gonna go to the barbershop today. I want to give these two a bath. You want a bath today? Yes, you do. Give them a bath of some sort. Because that girl didn't call me back. They might want to come over and give these dogs a bath. I don't know why she didn't call me back. She said she can come over and give me a bath. Let me just see what happened. They stinky. So I wish I could sell this house and run my ass up out of here someplace. I'm gone. I mean, I could sell the house. Go through all that drama. I got my family and my mother hanging out downstairs. Mama's doing much better. I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to getting this pool finished. I think the pool company called me yesterday and apologized for dragging their feet for so long. And it was like, okay, this is taking a lot longer than we thought. It's gonna take a little bit longer. I said, I figured this is what y'all was calling me about. Cause I'm like, where these workers at? Ain't nobody been over here working on this pool. Now we gonna work. We getting back over there in a few weeks. Got some other projects to finish, but we gonna take care of you, Mr. Hampton. I'm like, okay, this been going on a long time. I'm over it. All right, today it is Wednesday, March 18th. The year is 2026. I'm about to go up here and dye this beard. I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. Today is Wednesday. And I was trying to get some stuff done. I had that doctor's appointment. I was a little nervous about when I was waiting to hear from this doctor's appointment yesterday because they had to do some x-rays. And I was having a little bit of this feeling weird. I was like, oh my God, maybe I knocked this damn implant loose. You know, sometimes you go crazy. It's like, maybe I knocked it loose when I was at the gym doing what that girl told me not to do. And I knocked this thing loose and maybe it needs to be redone. You know, crazy thoughts like that kind of go through your head. And I was like, oh my God, I just kind of panicked. But when they did the x-rays and I spoke to the actual doctor who did the surgery, he's like, everything's fine, everything's great. You can go back to your regular activities. You can take baths. You can get in the pool. You can do whatever. Because I couldn't do any of that stuff before. He said just incisions is healed 100% and it's healing nice. It's closed up. You can't even see the scar. That's the crazy part. You can't even see where this man went into my leg and did that operation. You have to look real close just to see it. Otherwise, you'd miss it. That's how well it's healed. That doctor's office that I go to, they have a lot of black people that work there. A lot of black people. A lot of black folks, which is a good thing. There are opportunities here in Atlanta, but there are not enough opportunities for every black person in America here. Get it? Too many of y'all are coming here And from what I understand, Houston ain't no better. Everybody flocking to Houston. I don't know what to say, y'all. I know y'all, it's something about us wanting to be congregated together that's killing us financially and mentally and physically. I saw them fights going on down there in Houston. I'm like, look at all these heathens down there. I keep thinking about this 12-year-old girl who just got killed here in Atlanta and beat up by her riding the bus to school. After school fight. She's dead now. What is this all about? Shaquille O'Neal said he's going to pay for her funeral. I'm like, this is sad. Just imagine she had been someplace else. In another school that wasn't predominantly black, about a bunch of black kids trying to fight and act a fool about nothing. What's the purpose of it? Anyway, let me get out of here so I don't know it's getting late too. The days be flying by. But anyway, today is Wednesday, March 18th, the year is 2026. I'm out. I'm looking forward to reading your all's thoughts and opinion. And I'm out. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful Wednesday.